Another person not leading their federation anymore is Hansi Flick. He's been fired as the German national team head coach. That means the German Federation does not have a manager. They're hosting the Euros in 9 months. 9 months they don't host the Euros. And obviously, Germans very proud soccer nation, football nation. They want to put out their best foot forward. They want to represent and they want to go deep in that tournament and win. Germany as a national team has not been playing well, so it's not a surprise. But this is not something they expected when they hired the Bayern Munich former coach to come in to be the coach of the German national team. Right now, Rudi Völler will be on the bench as interim coach. What are some analysis and some reactions? Former Man City player, currently at Barcelona, Gigon, Hansi Flick sacked. The atmosphere in the team is a mixture of sadness, frustration, disappointment. As a player, I have a feeling that I let Flick down. To be honest, he was always focused on, and full of energy, and fortunate as a team, we did not return what he was providing. Obviously, as a player, you just look at yourself. The coach is fired. What are we doing wrong? A lot of the people playing for him were also on this team at Bayern Munich. So interesting he could not get the best out of his players at the national level as he did on the club level. Didier Deschamps, his camaraderie, his peer, another manager. He's the manager of France. I feel sorry for Hansi Flick. He's someone I appreciate. When results are not there, we as coaches know what to expect. The last 3 tournaments were disappointing for Germany. The last friendlies didn't help the situation. There are high expectations around this team. This is not calling into question the quality of the German team and individual potential of their players. They will have answers. So we will find out. What is that record? Why was he let go? Let's dive into it for you. So this is a 2023 record. Germany beat Peru in a friendly 2-0. Lost to Belgium in the friendly 3-2. Tied Ukraine 3-3 in the friendly. Beat Poland. They lost to Poland in the friendly 1-0. They lost to Colombia 2-0 in the friendly. And then here in another friendly, lost to Japan 4-1. So besides for basically getting one win, they have not won as a national team in 2023. Not a good record when you're trying to build the Euros. They don't have to go through your qualifications as the host nation to automatically get in. So something that they're looking for these friendlies to be the tune-up, and it's going the wrong way. Here's the record in 2022. Let's make note of they had friendlies going into the Nations League. At the Nations League, first game against Italy, they tied. They beat Italy. They lost to Hungary, and then they tied England. They lost in the World Cup to Japan to start. They tied Spain, and they beat Costa Rica. However, they did not move forward based off of goal record, so they didn't even get out of the group in the World Cup. In 2021, they played a total of 16 games. They won 11, drew 2, lost 3. Not a terrible record, but it's what you do in the big competitions. They did not win in the World Cup. Moving into the Euros, they're not playing well. In 2020, in the Nations League, they played 6 games, won 2, drew 3, lost 1. So their record has been more down than up as of late. As we talked about in the World Cup, they did not move forward. They tied Germany and not move forward because of goal differential. In the Euros in 2020, they did get out of their group stage, but lost to England 2-0 in the round of 16. So they have not done well in major tournaments. In the 2018 World Cup, they crashed out as well. So Germany on the national level has not been at the prominence as they were as when they won the World Cup in 2014. Hansi Flick as a manager of Germany, what was overall record? 12 wins, 7 draws, 6 losses. Not the record you expect from a German manager, not what Germany expects from their manager. At Munich, he had 70 wins, 8 draws, 8 losses. He almost had as many losses with the national team as he had in Munich altogether, which is just wild to think about when you look at the scale of games. His nail in the coffin was losing to Japan this past weekend, September 9th. They lost 4-1. As we mentioned earlier, they lost the World Cup to Japan 2-1. Japan's got Germany's number. Hansi Flick win rate at Munich was 81%. His win rate at the national team is 48%. Just, big difference. You would expect him to come in and be successful, and he's not. So who may come in and be the new German head coach? 1, Julian Nagelsmann, who was his successor at Bayern Munich. What has he achieved? He's won a Bundesliga. He won a German Cup. He won a German junior champion. He's attacking. He's aggressive. But he was fired from Munich because they were not performing. So what makes him going to be able to be good at the national team coach when many players from that Munich team are on the national team? Do they even want to have him again? Do they not? So it's going to be interesting to see if he gets this role, but he may fall into it as there's really nobody else. 2, Louis van Gaal. We know he's a good national team manager. He's coached the top clubs in the world. He has coached the top nations in the world. He did really well with the Dutch, bringing them back to glory in this past World Cup when they were falling down. However, he is 72. He's older. This is not a full-time solution, part-time. He's also had health issues. He's been dealing with some cancer as of late, so I'm not sure if he's feeling up to it or what his status is. You could bring back their old national team coach, Joachim Low. He left because Germany peaked with him, and then they were falling down, and he's like, hey, it's time to go. I need to go off. You can see here that he's basically won achievements. He's a World Cup winner. Can he be a short-term solution to take him the Euros, and then they find another permanent solution moving into the next cycle of World Cup? What about Gordon Herbert? Do you know who this guy is? He just won the FIBA World Cup with Germany. Yes, a basketball coach. This is tongue-in-cheek. They come over to soccer. But he's a World Cup winner in basketball. He's won the Euro World Cup with Germany. He's not going to get it, but tongue-in-cheek. Who Germany really wants? Jurgen Klopp. Currently at Liverpool. He would be the dream coach for the German national team. He will take it one day, but he's got unfinished business at Liverpool. I don't think he's going to leave early in mid of the season. They're not going to be able to wait for him until the season's over. He will be the coach one day of the German national team, but today is not the day. So that is your roundup on Hansi Flick getting fired from Germany. Comment your thoughts and let us know about it. Please subscribe so you get notified. We also have Hoops Roundup, MMA Roundup, American Football Roundup, and of course, Football Roundup right here. Thank you for watching. Please comment your thoughts. Out.